detail. An AI wouldn't go into detail with anything that they do.
Okay,
in
but
life.
I feel like honestly, I think most teachers are AIs, and I feel like the fact is
that's a crazy.
yeah,
thing.
I feel like the fact that you're gonna sit. I feel like the fact that your life purpose is to sit in a classroom and teach to people. I feel like in that essence,
What are you doing? You're an influencer. You're doing the same thing.
Who said I was an influencer?
You're doing a podcast. People are listening to what you have to say.
I mean, you can listen.
You can be right or wrong, but they're still studying the information that's given to them on this podcast.
I could be right. I could be
They're
wrong.
absorbing it, and they're like, "Yo, this guy's a load of baloney."
Hey.
Like, they just never tune back in.
Okay,
again.
but think of this too, right? I honestly think most teachers are AIs because I feel like you got to think about this. They're teaching from a book. They're teaching like math. They're teaching history. They're teaching science. They're teaching concepts that's been around for the life of life, right?
Yeah.
It's one thing if you're a teacher that's if you're teaching a class like life skills or something. It's like, oh, like I'm gonna teach you how to do stocks. I'm gonna teach you insurance. I'm gonna teach you a mortgage. That's a teacher.
Yeah, that's a real teacher.
That's a real teacher. But if you're teaching about Christopher Columbus, 1972, whatever he discovered, people say it's America. I have no idea. That teacher, that teacher is an AI because they're
discovered Barbados.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That teacher's an AI because yeah, think of this. They're only teaching what they're told to teach. And that's what's wrong with America today because we're pre-consumed
like
to
anything though.
No,
But I'm following you, but that's almost like anything because I could teach you crypto and just be like, look in this book.
But it's crypto. That's not Christopher Columbus. It's crypto. It's two completely like crypto is like it's so big. You make money. You could do so much things.
Oh, so you're saying nothing that you can really profit off.
That's what I'm saying. Like
it's not even profitable.
It's not like
you're teaching me nonsense.
Like, bro, why am I learning how to why am I in language class? Why am I learning like adverbs and stuff? Like, why? When will I ever use that in life?
You have to be the illest rapper on the planet.
It's trash, bro. Like, there's no point of being taught. There's so much things in school that just doesn't need to be taught, right? And the fact is, the school system knows they need AIs to teach this stuff because they're
trying to control
the narrative.
The narrative.
It's
Damn,
crazy.
so this is deeper than
I'm saying. AI stuff is deeper than what people want to make it to understand. It's so much deeper.
It's so much deeper than because that's where it gets in. Because we just touched the surface level. We probably have another episode like this later on where we go even deeper. But touching the surface is when you know you're not an AI, because then you ask these normal, simple questions like, "Wait, why do they do this?
Why? Like you have to ask questions."
Then you dig deeper and you're like, "Oh, this thing is already planned out. This is
planned.
Like you ever see like a rat run through the maze? It's already planned out.
It's already planned.
They know where you're gonna turn.
Exactly.
They already seen it 100 different times because they watch the AIs do it.
Exactly.
They see, oh, this guy's gonna go to college, or he's gonna start school. He's gonna drop out. He may get a little job here. May stick with his $12 an hour job.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. Probably started doing drugs or whatever, like that. Or you have those ones that are not AIs. Maybe they go all the way to college to get a good job. They do whatever. Or you have those ones that are real hustlers that they realize, oh, this school system is a load of shit. I'm going to go to the streets and go get this bag.
Yeah.
But they don't get caught up like in the streets. They use that money to turn around and get real estate or turn around and do this and change their life around.
Yeah, but the thing is too, a lot of people that go to like AIs can go to bro, there's a lot of street AI people. People be AIs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Where they stay in the streets.
They stay in the
streets.
That's what I'm
saying. Like you could be an AI and go all the way to college, be a doctor, and still be an AI.
Because it's just like,
it's the same thing. Like you're doing the same thing. You're not out the box. You're not doing other different things.
Exactly.
It's comfortable like that.
It's just like you're just a superseded AI. You're superseded AI. Like bro,
super white. No,
yeah, but it's just like okay, like there's nothing wrong with going to school to be a doctor, but it's just like if you're just your life, your purpose is just doctor. Like bro, like what are your hobbies? Like what do you do on the weekend? Like
I was talking to this guest on the phone the other day, and she was like, it's kind of hard for me to travel. I'm thinking about going to Hawaii, but it's kind of hard to get 6 days out of the week because they're a doctor. They're on call all the time. So it's like, man, I'm like, you might as well just do overtime in Hawaii. Like, you might as well catch a shift over there. Because, like, geez.
And I think, too, it's just like when people get stuck in that just like, hey, like, this is my life. This is what I need to do. It's just like, I don't know. Like, I feel like some people are like, they're people. But like you said, they're lazy. Like sometimes I can give some grace.
They're not AIs. They're just stuck.
They're just stuck.
Because you got to think about it. You got to think about it. If you don't have the information, that's the one thing that how you're saying. Like if you don't have the information, how could you know what else?
That's what I'm saying.
But But that's also a double-edged sword because you didn't have the information when you went and bought this crap. Maybe you went on YouTube, but like to really sit down here and understand it, and like someone can give you an instruction book.
Yeah.
And you can follow it, but like to get your own sauce, to put your own twist on it, to make it different, to make it you.
Yeah.
That's something that's got to be in your body. You got to have that.
You have to have that.
You got to have that.
That's what I'm saying. And a lot of people don't.
But that's also that thing where they say, oh, we weren't given the tools, to do this. But, knowledge is something they can't take from you either.
That is true. But the thing what people will argue with that is they'll say, if you get a kid from the hood, all they know is the hood. All they know is the streets.
Yeah, but there's always that one person that comes from the hood that wants more.
Yeah.
Do you want more? There's some. Okay, we understand he knows all the streets. Did he fall in love with the streets, or did he fall in love with a new life?
Yeah.
Like there's people that fall in love with the streets, and all they want is the streets. I got all my homies like that, But some of them just want more money. They'll be in the streets, but the goal is to get out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The goal is to see better things.
That's the thing. A person will want to get out, and AI will stay there. Yeah. That's the thing. And the thing, there's so many people.
They'll be on a loop.
They'll be in a loop. You sell your weed, get the money. So just repetitive.
Go to the club. Yeah. Turn around, do it back.
Do it again. But a person,
same thing over and over again.
But a person will take that money and they'll dipset. Like I'm out.
They'll figure it out and be like, okay. They'll see. That's what everyone realized. Like when you think out of the box, you realize the four corners that you're in. You realize, okay, I can do more. Instead of making this amount of money or doing this and only doing this, I can just exit. Right?
Exactly.
Exit and reroute.
Exactly.
Reroute. That's what you need to call the podcast. Reroute.
Reroute. Yeah. But it's just like, bro. But bro, you'll be surprised, bro. You got a lot of conversations, a lot of friends, a lot of family. And they're just stuck in a box. Like right now, I live in Orlando, Florida. People will be talking about, man, I never left Florida. I never leave Florida. I'm like, bro, like.
Yo, I've seen some old folks that just ain't never left Orlando.
And I'm like, bro, there's so much out there.
Like Orlando itself. Maybe they've been to Bithlo or like Oviedo, Winter Park or something like that. But my dude, have you, like, same thing with Miami. Some people that are like, raised in Miami,
they'll
never left Miami.
They'll never leave. Yeah. And that's like nothing will
that's like Louisiana, that's like Atlanta, that's like, Chicago. That's like those states where it's like, that's the thing, like that's also the double thing where it's like if they aren't given the information, they probably wouldn't even.
But I feel like I can't.
But you shouldn't have to do that though.
Have to,
yeah,
bro.
like if you don't have that drive.
I gotta think about like even me, right? I grew up I grew up in a big family of 7.
Bro, we could talk about you selling shoes, buying and reselling the shoes, repairing the shoes.
Exactly, because I wanted more. Yeah. And it's like, now everybody wants more.
We could talk about you having the 2 jobs in high school.
That's what I'm saying.
Freshman year having 2 jobs. It's ridiculous. Guy was so bored with his life. He would have got 2 jobs. No people that be bored with their life and don't do crap.
But it's like, I always wanted more. And I'm just saying, like I said, at the end of the day, like, I'm not tooting my own horn. I'm just saying that I had the drive to want to be different.
You gotta have a drive for 2 jobs, bro. I be wanting to do overtime. 2 jobs is like, I don't know, man.
I mean,
a side investment job, but 2 jobs.
One job I work Monday through Thursday, and the other job I work on the weekends. Because that weekend job I can make maybe like $300 that weekend, and the other jobs
I think overtime is probably the smartest way to go about that, and then do like an investment like that. But I mean, we were young; we didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean, I was 16 working 2 jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like
riding on a flat tire, like a unicycle. He was damn near one tire.
You gotta do what you gotta do to succeed.
Chain pop every 5 minutes. All you had to do was put oil in it, but you stuck in your ways. Damn chain popping off the.
I think the thing is, I look at every situation as something you can learn from. You know what I mean? I used to ride the bus home at night at like midnight in high school, bro. Because I used to work like at a mall, at Millennium Mall. Like,
the Foot Locker job.
Yeah, I worked at Foot Locker.
Dang, I remember that, bro.
Yeah,
I didn't know you were taking a bus.
I didn't tell people. I used to ride. I used to be.
Pride.
I used to be. Bro, I used to be in the hood, bro. Yeah. Sitting at a bus stop, the last stop of the night, to make it to Link Station and take a bus. So I used to
take 2 links in the morning.
Bro,
to get to Bithlo,
but to do it at midnight, at 11:30 midnight, it's different. At 17, bro, 18.
Think about who else is on that Lynx bus with you.
That's what I'm saying.
I ain't judging, but bro.
And the thing is, they stay on the Lynx bunk. I was gone. That's the big thing. Do you stay on the Lynx bunks? Do you stay on the Lynx bus, or do you buy a car?
Do you stay on the ride, or do you reroute?
Bro, you a bus